everyone, this is Persephone, and today we're going to discuss when clients say the L word. And no, I don't mean listeria, although the effects can be as deadly as if you contracted that microbe. So what happens when you have someone who goes around saying, I love you, and he's paying you, so you don't really want to say, ew, get away from me, creep, before I call the police. But at the same time, you don't feel the same. So we're going to analyze several cases. If you're a man watching me, because I'm showing what's behind the curtain as a magician, and some men don't like it, if it triggers you too much, don't watch. This is for the ladies who do coming and night flirt, and also for the boys and trans people, whoever is in the industry really and needs help. I'm going to start by the least dangerous case and move on to the listeria levels. There are many men who get a dopamine high and arousal by experience this blossoming infatuation / limerence / first love flutterings. So these men go around saying I love you to many women in all of the sides, and they are not to be taken seriously. They are harmless. Imagine something big landing on you and thinking it's a snake, and in fact it's a moth. So when someone says I love you like that, you can just say, hey, I appreciate you, thank you for supporting me, and move on. Don't say I love you back to them. If you don't feel like it, it's cringe, and they also, deep down, they know that you don't feel it. So you're going to say, how do I know that it's this type of guy? Well, usually after this person says I love you, or after they offer to marry you or to fly you over to bumfuck nowhere where they live, or whatever fantasy it is, you don't hear from them, or you periodically hear from them from time to time, and it's usually some new excitement, or maybe they're going to call you or contact you from a new alternative account. Basically, wait and see. Don't panic if someone says this. Note it down in your notepad about clients, or take a mental note that, okay, this person says I love you, I have feelings for you, and move on with your day. You need more data to make a decision. Case number 2 is someone that is interacting with you for quite some time. They could be a big spender or a whale, but whale should be a different subcategory, and they start saying that after spending time with you, they're developing feelings for you. This is a bit more dangerous. I don't think that this person is going to be the case that they will dismember you, but it can create drama or it can create problems. So you gently remind this person that you appreciate them, but this is all in the digital space. You don't plan to meet them. And what I say that is usually true is that if you met me in real life and you spent 1 month with me, you would run for the hills. What I mean is that I'm not fake, but what you see online is a highly curated image of what the person is. It means this is the tip of the iceberg. There is 90% that you don't see because I'm not even allowed to show on the internet. So I said to this person, thank you for supporting me. It's like supporting your favorite artist. You buy time for me to be with you. That's all there is to it. If that's not enough, or if you feel that you're getting too attached, I encourage these people to take a break and come back later for the limerence and the love and the infatuation to tone down a bit. If they don't want to do that and they start insisting that, but we're great together, we belong together, and so on, I have to cut things off for everyone's sake. With people who become too obsessed, I give them a timeout, aka I block them for 1 month and then I unblock them. Especially with people who think that they shouldn't try to find a girlfriend because they have me, and they have potential to find a girlfriend, I don't keep them around. That's highly subjective. You can choose to continue milking the cow before you send it to the slaughterhouse, but I've reached the point where I don't need to do that. So if the person starts catching feelings too much, you can slow things down or end them temporarily. Overall, I don't consider this person dangerous unless they have a hidden side that neither of us saw coming. And they're just going to create some drama, send some sappy songs, write some long letters. I have people from years ago writing me 10-paragraph letters about our love that could have blossomed and me, the heartless sociopath, killed it. I don't read these letters, we move on. Case number 3 and more extreme. The person is a whale. Whales can be extremely dangerous. It's people who have paid thousands of dollars to spend time with you, hoping that they're going to talk you into a relationship or marriage or whatever. These people can turn stalkers, and they can actually have the means, because they have money, to become actual stalkers. I had someone who actually paid a private investigator to find my address, and they did. When people do that, you can end up kidnapped or stalked or worse. So one thing that you should remember is prevention is the best cure. I always say to these people that I have a life that they don't know of, that I have relationships that they don't know of, so I'm not willing to take things further. There are women on the sites that they give terrible advice and they will tell you, say vague things like, oh, maybe in the future, or oh, maybe if I'm single, or I don't know, let's talk and see where it goes to continue getting money. You're playing with fire. If you absolutely need money, if you have starving children at home, if you are in an unsafe situation, bullshit the bullshitters, I don't care. But if you're not in this situation, if someone takes these things seriously, that you say maybe in the future, and then the future comes and you don't want to meet them, they may feel betrayed and they may get out on a vigilante style to murder you. I would say don't risk unless your current physical and mental safety is being compromised. And last but not least, my favorite case, and one that I attract more than the average person, is the parasocial relationship cycle. And I say this as a person who has the tendency to be in parasocial relationships myself, so it's not like I don't experience it or I've never experienced it. This is the type of person, to use myself as an example, that they have watched a bunch of videos and they think we're soulmates and they watch me every day and then rewatch me and then message me to be together, and these people are the most dangerous and the hardest to deal with because they are already in a relationship with you. You just don't know it. So when you reject them, you don't actually reject them, you break up with them. And depending on how bad the person's mental or physical health or current situation is, they could be devastating. You could be their lifeline that keeps them alive in this horrible dystopian world. Actually, I don't think the world is horrible. I think we live in the best times of humanity, and I can explain in other videos. But anyway, so these people will not respond to common sense. I start by saying, read the book, The Gift of Fear. It's an old book, but it has transformed my idea of stalking and stalkers, and follow the advice there. It has plenty of advice that I shouldn't analyze in one video. I can make follow-up videos about it. Then don't start threatening with restraining orders. I don't know if you know that or not, but the chances of someone getting killed when they're being stalked skyrockets after a restraining order. It's actually quite the opposite. The stalker feels humiliated and enraged and that they have nothing to lose, so they attack you with everything they have after the restraining order. So it's not like you're going to get a restraining order and problem solved, like civilians say, oh, someone stalks you, just get a restraining order. And then what? I would say if this happens, there is only one way that I found to get myself out of the situation. You don't bark, you bite, which means you say to this person once and for all, you take screenshots of everything, you record everything, like every attempt to harass you, to stalk you, to send you unwanted gifts and so on, and you communicate with this person one time and say that you're not going to meet them, you do not consent to be in a relationship with them, consult a lawyer in your country if you have the funds before you send anything to them, and then you go complete no contact, radio silence. If they are not completely crazy, they're going to feel very offended by the breakup, and then they're going to get over the breakup of the one-sided relationship like you get over any other breakup. Okay, you go through mourning, anger, eventually they say, I don't care about you, I found some other girl to be in a fake relationship with, so they move on. If they cannot get over it, either we're going to end up on a true crime podcast, all of us, you, me, and whoever is in this industry, or, well, the rest is actually darker, and it involves the authorities in your country and you possibly moving and doing some things that they're going to ensure your safety. So again, it's not the topic for this video. All I'm going to say is that don't pretend to be single if you're not. You never know who is in a fake relationship with you and who is going to feel that you cheat on them because you have a husband, although you have no idea that they exist. Okay, try to stay safe. I have to make videos about how to not get doxxed or how to not dox yourself, which in most cases where cam girls got doxxed is because of something they did and not because of someone digging to find it. So that's all for today. If you like this content, please subscribe, please like. I have a stalker trying to demonetize and erase my channel, and leave your questions for future videos in the comments below, and I'm going to make free videos to help you. Okay, thank you for watching.